Same Dragon Boat races are back in Portland next month for Portland's Dragon Boat Festival.
And today, Cor Harlan is getting a feel for what it takes to paddle one of these boats. Cor.
Well, we're not going to quite do that yet. Here we're down at the River Place Marina here on the waterfront of the Willamette River. I'm with Sid Smith and a bunch of rest of the Dragon Boat paddlers out here this morning that are assembling. We're going to head out on the water as soon as it gets a little bit lighter out here. For now, we're going to do with Sid Smith here, who's the organizer of this group here. And I've asked you, how many times I asked you? 4 times. The name of this group is?
At least Dragon Sports.
Dragon Sports. And there's a couple of different dragon boat racing groups on the river here. This group here, you say, kind of does this for the racing during normal times. This is not a normal time, but typically you guys do this and you'll race and just come out here and have a good time, right?
It's mostly about the fun, being out here on the river. And that's what we're doing this summer, obviously, because we're not racing. There's no races happening this summer, but everybody was just so anxious to get back on the river.
Are these folks all former, were they in crew in some previous life, or is this something that people just take up?
Normally, it's just something people take up. They just want to get some exercise. They want to be outside. They want to do an organized sport with teams. They like the team activity, and it's very casual. You can join any kind of team you want. And there's something for everybody.
And there is some competition to this because, as I say, in a normal year that is not a COVID year, you do have some organized events, races, and all the rest of that, but not this year, right?
Not this year. So normally we'll have anywhere between 6 to 8 races throughout the summer, up and down the West Coast. There are races all over the world. Some of the teams are more competitive, and they will go to the international competitions. Yeah. Most of us are out here for fun.
That's what I would be doing. I don't want to get too strenuous with this. And I'll tell you what, you guys typically will practice not this early in the morning. Is that right?
That's correct. Yeah. No, we're all half asleep here.
No. Well, you're in good company here with Carl and I. And I'll just give folks a shot at the river. Carl, take a steps forward there. This is probably why a lot of these folks should reconsider not practicing in the morning. The water's like glass out there. There's no boats outside. It's just a beautiful and calm morning here on the Willamette River. We're going to go down to the dock, get some of the boats in the water. I'm going to get a paddle, which not an oar. I ain't getting an oar, or I'm not going anywhere with an oar, but I'm going somewhere with a paddle this morning. I'll get on the business end of that paddle. The rest of us here get out on the river a little bit later this morning from the River Place Marina, where we're going to take a little trip along the river here this morning in some dragon boats with all these good folks here that have turned out so early in the morning to join us. Jenny and Ken.
Going to be some good exercise for you there, Cor.
Yeah, we'll see about that. We will see about that. Maybe I could be can I be the guy in the front with a bullhorn yelling at everybody else to paddle?
Well, you got a good voice, but we don't use bullhorns.
We don't use bullhorns. Yeah. They got a little space for some bull something, I'll tell you that. Right. Not bullhorns though, right?
Right. Well, that's usually like a little person too who has that role, I think. But anyway, yeah.
All right. No bullhorns and no oars. Paddles, not oars.
Right. Okay.
No oars. That's right. Paddles. And I'm promised I'll have to work hard, but that's not a promise I agreed to, actually. So we'll see about that.
All right. We'll look forward to that then. All right. Thanks, Cor.
Well, hey.